apparently people hate this woman.
This isn't
I don't even know who she is,
a
but
new phenomenon with grown adults
we'll see.
stealing items from children at sporting events.
Okay, off to a fantastic start already.
But I would
we're,
make
we're less than 10 seconds in.
the argument that it's becoming more and more common now. Maybe all those 5G towers really did take a toll on some people's brains here, because it is crazy how often I am seeing footage of these grown-ass adults just stealing candy from babies, like literally at these sporting events. I just learned about another one from last...
I think it's probably a case of there was the one major one. Which was the first major one? It wasn't the Polish CEO. There was one before that I'm blanking on. But it's like... There was one that kind of sparked this whole thing, and I think now we're just taking more notice of it.
Week at a Chiefs game where
Because there was that really big one.
Mahomes was giving his headband to a 10-year-old who was actually there celebrating his birthday, apparently. And as Patrick Mahomes is giving the headband to the kid, this woman comes over, snatches it out of his hands, and then runs away, gets called out on it, and then makes the dumbest fucking TikTok video about it I've ever seen. But first, let me...
Is it misogyny? I'm guessing it's misogyny, right?
Here that she stole it.
For the cameraman bottles.
I think that's pretty obvious. There's other angles that show it even more clearly. I don't think it's necessary. I think that's
it's very, very obvious.
But she then made a TikTok video after people were giving her shit for it.
To make something straight. I did not steal.
How is it possible? It's always the blonde women with the glasses, man.
Steal a headband from a little kid.
I actually stole it from Mahoney. Checkmate.
Yes, excellent job cropping this photo to try and prove your innocence here. This would fool even the most seasoned of forensic experts, I would say. Irrefutable proof that she was the intended target, which you can tell because she's nowhere to be seen. In her own evidence here, you can see that she is reaching out in front of the child to take it from him. Like, come on, this is unreal. Also, she was dressed in Giants accoutrements. She was a Giants fan. I don't think Patrick Mahomes was intending to give you that.
Did I just call him Mahomes?
He didn't even register your presence there. This is so ridiculous.
Sorry, I don't really know sports. Shocking, I know.
Oh my god, my voice is cracking. It's so absurd.
I just need to explain myself because everyone's having heart failure over this. You just need to understand, I'm at a football game. Last 2 minutes of the game, I allowed many people to come and sit down next to me or stand up or whatever you want to say.
And?
But I paid for my damn tickets. I paid. Well, Michael paid. All the same.
I paid for my tickets. Well, actually, I didn't. Michael did. I'm assuming Michael's her husband or whatever.
Same money. We paid for our tickets. It was 2 rows back. I went all the way in the front. People were...
So is the argument here that, like, the kid didn't deserve it because he didn't pay the same amount of money you did?
Coming from all over. Probably the nosebleeds.
This is a masterclass in how to become even more unlikable in a situation I thought it was impossible to be more hated. People already don't like her because she clearly steals from a child, and now in her response she gives people even more things to dislike her for. She's talking about how she allowed people into her area after she paid for those tickets to be there. Well, Michael paid, but it's her money too, obviously. In fact, it's mostly her money, really, I would argue.
Yeah, Michael isn't even like a real person.
The game is over. That is now moot. You can go wherever you want in that area. You don't own it. But she's talking about it as if it's her fucking stadium. And being the benevolent saint she is, the angel, she allowed them with her grace to be in this vicinity with her. That's crazy. That is actually crazy, the delusion. And she even says she was 2 rows back, so she also went up. But then she's like,
I don't know.
These people came from everywhere. Probably the fucking nosebleeds or something. Those plebeians, these heathens, invaded my space.
I don't know if that kid was from the nosebleeds. I don't know if those were his seats or whatever. But people were saying, could we come and sit over there, stand over there? I was saying, yeah, sure, whatever. Last 2 minutes of the game, they were all KC fans because the Giants lost, so all the Giants fans left. But I wanted to stay there and see if anyone's going to come down. Michael stood 2 rows behind me. Couldn't have even seen me because so many people were around standing up.
Who gives a...
Yeah, like, what? This has nothing to do with this. It's like, well, see, I didn't actually steal it because, you see, the sun was at a 52-degree angle that day instead of 51, and the earth was actually tilting at a 19-degree angle, and there was an earthquake happening in China at the same time, so that's why the headband is actually mine. Plus, Michael was back there, so you, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Fuck, it doesn't matter here in what happened. The game was over. You can now move around freely. If you were letting people in around you, that's so nice. What a superstar you are. Oh my goodness, that's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. But it also has nothing to do with you stealing the headband intended for a 10-year-old.
At the ending of the game, the KC players was coming. Not gonna lie, what's his face? McDuff, I think his name
McDuff.
is. Came right to me to give me his gloves.
No, he didn't.
But I was looking behind him and was looking at Mahomes, and I was screaming, Mahomes, Mahomes. He got mad. He, like, sort of got upset. Looked at me and said, I'm not Mahomes. So he gave the gloves to the next door little girl next to me. She started crying. I felt bad for her, and I was rubbing her back. I said, are you okay? Don't worry about it, baby girl. They're just people. Don't cry.
I don't even
What are you talking about?
know what that means. What kind of yappuccino are you serving up here? What?
Charlie, it's a blonde woman. They're not known for being bright.
The fuck? Jiminy Christmas? What?
Or staying on topic.
What the hell is even that? What are you even... Huh? What are you blabbering about?
I'm convinced if you're just born blonde, you're just like, you get a -10 to your intelligence. Like, I don't...
There are pieces to this puzzle I don't think are going to fit together. Like, following the breadcrumbs that she's sprinkling out here. She's farting out a poop that I just don't understand. So she's saying she was screaming, Mahomes, Mahomes. Turns out it wasn't Mahomes, it was McDuff. I think she means McDuffie, would be my guess. She can't even bother to get the player's name right.
Doesn't matter, it's not relevant, bro.
Also, side note, she's a Giants fan. Why does she even want Chiefs gear? I imagine she just wants to resell it.
Yeah.
That'd be my hunch. But anyway, so apparently McDuffie got upset, like, I'm not Mahomes, and then gave his gloves to a little girl next to her who started crying. So then she started to console the little girl, reassuring her that it's okay.
Yeah.
They're just people. Yes, of course. Now it's all starting to make sense.
I understand now.
Mystery, but it's becoming more and more clear. It's coming into focus now that I say it out loud. This must be how it feels to, like, do witness.
2-5 go.
Like, listening to her speak actually makes me stupider.
I am not a thief. That little boy, when Mahomes came, if you look at the video, both of our hands was on it. He was right to the left of me. I didn't look in Mahomes' eyes to see where is he looking. I just seen he's handing out something. I put my hand, both of our hands was on it. I took it.
Yeah, but you definitely knew. The kid even said the lady just stole that from me. Like, you definitely.
Also, what happens to the
know
little girl?
You reached out to put your hand on it.
Is there even
You
a little
didn't
girl
just, like,
in the
set it
clip?
in both your hands and say, like, good luck.
I'm interested in this little girl's
Joker doing an
subplot.
Initiation. Like, he was
Of, like, her
clearly giving it to
saving
kid,
the day or
but
some
you
shit.
reached out to grab it and put your hands on it and then take it from the kid. Like, that is clear in the video that you keep urging people to watch.
If he was 20 years old, would it even matter? If he was a 20-year-old man and both of our hands was on it, and if he would have took it away from me, would have been like, oh, you should have gave it to the woman. So if it was a guy and I'm a girl, then he should have gave it to the girl. But because he's a 10-year-old little boy or 8-year-old or whatever, how old he is, I should have gave it to him. But I didn't.
Yes. Also, Mahomes was, I think that's his name, right? Mahomes was giving it to the kid.
Didn't even know.
Very, very obviously.
Good news, I just went and bludgeoned myself with a sledgehammer and I understand her perfectly now. This is a bulletproof defense. She's got us all in a checkmate. So, I think...
It's too advanced to explain, though.
What she's trying to say here, very convoluted, is that if it was a 20-year-old man that she stole it from, would people still be upset? And the answer is, people would still think you're an asshole. And then she flips it saying, what if a guy took it from me? Would anyone care? And in that case, yeah, people would think he's an asshole. Like, stealing an item that was intended for somebody else and everyone sees it, they're going to think the person who stole it is an
dickhead,
asshole.
yeah.
The fact you steal it from a child does
Makes it worse. It's like a multiplier.
Worse. 100%, yeah. This isn't the gotcha you think it is.
Why didn't they stop me and say, hey, yo, bitch, give it...
The 10-year-olds, yo, bitch, get your ass back here. No, Charlie, it makes sense if you don't think about it very hard. Actually, let me rephrase, if you don't think at all.
To my son or my brother, but no one didn't say nothing to me. I turned around, I walked away. I seen Mahomes. That's who I wanted to see. Why no one didn't say anything to me? But now you are posting it 1 week later?
It's your fault. I stole it, and
You should have
nobody
called
stopped
me a bitch and
Thus,
hunted me down
you have only yourself
and kicked my
to
teeth
blame.
in and steal the gloves from
That's
me.
Now that she's now trying this angle. Also, people did mention it, by the way. The kid even called it out that she stole it from him. And I'm pretty sure in one of the other videos I saw, someone else also mentioned it. She just ignored it and walked away. So, like, they did. But now she's, like, trying to say that, you know, the father or whatever should have reached out privately to tell her that it was intended for his son or whatever. So it's his fault.
Mahomes tried to give it to my son or my brother or whoever the hell he is to you. Look at this video. Look at...
Let's be honest, if he DM'd you saying that, you would have just blocked him or just not answered or tell him to fuck off.
You put your hands on top of my son's hands and then you took it. You're older, you're stronger. You could have grabbed it more than he could have. Maybe I would have felt bad.
She literally talks like a 10-year-old.
Doesn't even admit to giving it, like
a toddler.
She doesn't even admit to the fact that she would give it back. She's like, maybe I would feel bad. And that's it.
All you had to do was DM
Still mine,
me
though.
and say
Womp
you
womp.
put your hands on top of my son's hands and you're
Sucks to
older,
suck.
which means you're stronger, so you could have grabbed it more than he have. Holy shit. This is a grown woman, by the way. I don't know Michael, but listening to her speak, I feel bad for Michael. A conversation with her must be miserable. Dude probably has to leave milk and cookies out every year at Christmas. She probably still fucking stuck thinking Santa Claus is coming through.
But now you're trying to embarrass me. I don't think so.
I don't
It
think
is
so.
what it is.
buddy.
Make your son a tough man. Because we're trying to make everyone a little too weak in this world today in 2020.
Yeah, make your son tough. Make him just beat the shit out of me if I ever take his stuff.
25.
Oh, when that line hit when I first watched this, I knew it was something special I was bearing witness to. So now she's saying the 10-year-old is too weak. I guess she was expecting the 10-year-old to just like fucking judo chop her or like throw her over his shoulder or something
Yeah,
and
like,
body slam her. And
some
because
MMA
that didn't
shit.
happen, now she's saying that the 10-year-old
Is
is
a
too
pussy.
weak and that the father's like failed because raising a weak kid because a grown woman stole from him.
Why did
out
a
of
10-year-old
nowhere.
hit me with a fucking tornado kick? Like, come on.
What a great lesson, yeah. You're raising a weak kid because he didn't attack a grown woman at a football stadium. Right. This is unreal. It's fucking unhinged.
It is what it is. You don't get everything you life happens. Do you know how many times I took my sons to baseball games when they were
You
young?
don't get anything when life happens. My kids.
They would have catched the ball and then men would have came and took it out of their hands.
Well,
Did you teach your sons to beat the shit out of the men?
No, crazy lady. It almost sounds to me like you're raising some weak sons. You're telling me that at the ball game,
You're raising
someone
some
came and took the
pussies.
ball out of their hand and they didn't beat their ass? Based on what you just said here about that 10-year-old, almost sounds like to me you've got yourself a little bit of weakness in your own household, huh, now, doesn't it? Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I'll drop the sarcasm for a moment. I actually feel really bad for the kids. having
Oh, her
their
kids
mom
must have a miserable
go on
life.
TikTok and just make a complete fucking fool of herself. Like, she tries to claim that everyone's trying to embarrass her, but it is her. It is her embarrassing herself. That's gotta be awful. That is really gotta be bad. And I really do feel awful for them.
Guys, I just want to talk to you guys for 1 minute from my heart. At the game, with all the noise and all the excitement,
Guys, it's from the heart this time. You can't be angry at the woman when she's speaking from her heart.
honestly thought
You
that
might
Patrick
hurt her feelings.
Mahomes was giving me the headline. I reached for it without thinking. Later, I found out that it was meant for that little boy for his 10-year-old birthday. When I found out, I felt horrible because I don't want to ruin anyone's little
I felt horrible, but I didn't do anything.
time at the game and ruin their little birthday. To the young boy, I'm sorry that I ruined your moment. You should have had your moment for your birthday.
She takes her foot off the gas in a follow-up video where she releases this apology.
Yeah,
here.
she probably got slammed in the
Very
comments.
different tune she's singing this time around. I guess the first one didn't really go over the way she had hoped it did. Well, her excuses don't really work anymore, though, because she already made it clear in her last one that she didn't feel horrible at all. even calling the kid weak. So this
No,
kind of
now she
falls
feels bad because she's facing backlash.
flat on its fucking face here. And she also can no longer make the claim about being confused, which would have been like a legitimate like thing, because there is like the potential that she was confused and thought maybe it was intended for her. But she already made it clear that
Maybe if she was like
not the
on fence or like legally blind, then maybe. Yeah, I could
case
see
in
the
the
argument.
last video. So yeah, while it's a valiant attempt at trying to like seem more sympathetic this time around, like, oh, this is a sincere apology. You should have had your special birthday, and I'm sorry. It was such a mix-up, a very unfortunate set of circumstances. Like it doesn't work anymore.
Got an update on Joey. I want you guys to watch this.
That's nice. He signed it. Fucking no.
I just wanted to tell you that I meant no harm done, but it all worked out in the best, and you got so much more. You got an autographed jersey.
You fucking asshole. You got so much more than me. How about we do a trade? You give me all of that and I'll give you the fucking gloves.
And this is her latest video on it. So the Chiefs sent Joey a lot of gear that is signed, a lot of autographed
Yeah.
gear, and she's talking about how happy she is that he got all of that. Yep. And that's that. Anyway, I just wanted to yap about this a bit. It had me laughing really hard watching her first response video.
Woman does bad thing, can't take criticism, gets backlash, immediately just pretends like nothing ever happened. Yep. Okay. Understand. Don't worry, guys. I'm not actually misogynistic, probably. I don't fucking know. Sexist is what I meant to say, not misogynistic. Anyway. I'm running out 3 hours of sleep. Leave me alone.